Okay guys, welcome to the video. Today we are going to go ahead and do Lavaka's tank full of plants. But we ran into a big problem. So stick with us and we're going to show you the end product by the end of this video. Are you done yet?
You around if you don't stop it.
Okay, here you see the problem. There was not enough of this sand to cover the bottom thick enough to plant it, and I couldn't find no more. So if I was to go buy new bags, it's $22 a bag, and I'd need 2 more 25-pound bags. So that's another 50 bucks. So we're gonna go ahead and we're siphoning this sand out into this tub, and my volunteers, Ben and Mark, are taking 5-gallon buckets of water and dumping it down the drain as we go. In other words, leaving all this sand in here. We can use that for later saltwater tank or give it to somebody or whatever. So we went up to Menards. Actually, Reaper's there now. He's getting 50-pound bags of black blasting sand. And that's pretty cheap. And now what we'll do is the discus tank will be nice and white sand with plants. And this here will be black sand with plants. Okay, so I'm going to take this hose and continue siphoning out the sand. And you guys can watch how we go. I speed it up a little bit, and there we go. I'm siphoning water out. You see there's not a mess in the water. I'm siphoning water out, and it's siphoning the sand out with it. And of course there goes the guys pulling buckets of water out. But it works. It takes a little bit of time. You know, it'd be probably faster using, let's say, a dustpan and getting it and dumping it into a bucket inside the tank. But this works if you just take your time and don't make a mess, and then all your sand will be in that tub in the bottom. It's hard with a 195-gallon tank. You got to stick your arm all the way down to your armpits, and your arms get tired after a while. So I have to restart it and move the bucket closer for me so I can reach this corner. So I'm almost done. Fish are like, what's going on here? Alrighty, let's get this last little bit over here. Good deal. Okay, so we're done doing that. Now what I'm going to do is grab a net and take out some of the big shells that I skipped past. And there were shells and rocks that I couldn't fit into the siphoning tube. Okay guys, you see that we've got the sand out now. And that was a job, let me tell you. And then Mark and Ben, they worked their butts off. You've seen them with the 5-gallon buckets taking water out non-stop while I'm siphoning it. So thank God they showed up to volunteer today. But we got it empty now. The problem I'm having is the lighting. The lights that we put on there will grow the plants, but because they were used lighting, I don't know anything about them. I put them on there. I had to download a flu ball something application to make them run off my phone. I got them to turn on. Here's the problem. We turn everything, the power switches, the plugs are turned on and off by remote control. Once these lights are on by my phone, if I shut them off and I turn the power back on, the lights don't come back on. I have to pull out my phone and open up the program and turn both lights on. So we're going to change this lighting to other lighting that will come back on when I turn the power on to make our lives easier. So we got to find other plant lighting that we can put on there, and you know, it's just the trials and tribulations of using used stuff, but we will get through this. And by the end of this video, you will see plants in there. I guarantee it. Okay, since we got the fish back in there, we didn't get to finish it last night. We had a big problem with, we went to Tractor Supply, or Reaper did, got the black blasting sand, cost us $16 for both bags. Problem is, we went to use it, and it was so silty and so nasty, we couldn't use it. There's nothing we can do about it. So we had to take the fish, or take the sand back out of here, and get the tank all back clean again, filled it up with water, and put the fish in it overnight. I'm out here today. Josh ran up to the pet store for us and got us this black gravel. It's pre-washed. You still want to let it go in your tank because it gets messy. And we're going to have to use the black gravel now instead of the sand, which I'd rather have used sand, but because it wasn't pre-rinsed and it was like soot, it was nasty. We're just going to use this. So it'll look okay. We'll still get it done. Just dealing with everyday problems like we normally do. Okay, there's one bag. Ouch. Ow. There we go. Now, get the knife. Hi, the back. I know you don't know what's going on, do you? I'm sorry. But we're just making you a better tank is all. Getting you some live plants. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Okay, now we can start taking the plants out of the discus tank and start putting them in here. But that water will clear up within the hour now. And that's the bottom, the gravel port with the divider. But I got to catch surf hawks a lot again, put them on the other side. He's like an escape artist. If there's a way out, he will go to the other side. Now he will be going back to his owner soon, because the owner's already moved in there into Tennessee or Kentucky, and he asked, he's like, well, the move wasn't as bad as we thought, and I can get a tank set up. Do you mind if I get the puffer back? And we're like, absolutely not. We know you love it and take care of them. And he's kind of a problem for us, because unless we spend the money on having live shrimp laying all around the ground, we can't have him in with anybody. He'll fin nip them. So this tank can go back to being lavacas. We can fill it with more plants and more wood in the back and make it look really nice. And I'll get that air bubbler out of there. I want to find something I can stick under the gravel if we have an air bubbler at all. And there is the 2 puffers. And it's going to take about an hour for that, like I said, to calm down. So I'm going to go inside, and I got the neighbor girl babysitting Tracy for me since the nurse didn't show up today. So she can only be here for like an hour, so I have to hurry and get this done. So I'm going to send her home and ask her if she can come back over later, and then I can move all the plants over, so you guys can get a finished video for once. Okay, we found some Josh found some driftwood for me. So we're going to go ahead and put these in here, and we'll put the plants around it as we go. I'm going to throw this one right here. There's plenty more down in the bottom here. Ouch.
Big heavy one, I put that against the divider.
Divider's coming out. Eric's going to take his like in a week, his fish. So I'm not even going to rely on the dividers. Okay, this one in here. Oh, this one's nice. I like this piece.
The last of our driftwood.
You like it like that?
Sure.
Oh, everybody, Josh is here. He's running the camera for me. Gonna hand me that little piece there? We'll put this little piece in between these two. Or maybe over here in the corner for when the divider comes out. All right.
All right, we're done. Let's go.
Stop it. Do you see the grabbers around anywhere? Oh my goodness. These grabbers are terrible.
Yeah, I think that's gonna work.
And I can't reach my hand down in there. Okay, so Josh is going to try and put it in against the back wall. Just move the gravel like 2 inches sideways. There you go, perfect. Okay, stay there. I'll get you another piece. Now this next batch we want behind that wood, like in the middle of that wood, coming up the back wall. Fold this over, put these two together. So all the roots are together as one batch, yep. Perfect. And up to your left a little bit, right there.
It's been easy to put the plants in.
You think? There's not a step instructions on how to do this stuff, buddy. Here is this one and this one.
Two different styles of plants.
All right, put that little one right in front of that plant, that wood, right on that side right there. Like almost in between them two plants. Oh, is that a, bring that out front a little more. Yeah, about 3 inches away from the wood. Perfect. Because that grows out in all directions and then goes up. These tall ones is what I wanted there. Go ahead and put this one, that one,
Probably right in between these two pieces of wood here.
Don't worry about skinning.
Hi, Lavaca. Hi, baby. Hey, Josh, you're doing a great job. That should go all the way back to the back wall, though. Yeah, it's rough to reach down in there, ain't it?
Hey, Liz, made everything wrong. That just broke. It's not that way.
If you want to be heard on camera, I can give you the mic.
Nope.
That one be right on the other side of that. We can move this here.
I'll take that out.
Good deal, good deal. Let me get you some more. We have some here. These are all connected together with roots. These would have to go over here. You can split this into two, put one on each side of that wood there. Yep, fold them up. Now these things will take off and send runners underneath the gravel.
Gotta constantly groom these things. They're terrible.
Well, they're not terrible. I can put them in other tanks, you know. Now push that whole thing back in the corner. And try and cover them roots with gravel. There you go. Perfect. Next one. Okay. So glad you're here. This is after the Friday night show, guys. I'll put the next one against the divider that we will be removing. Usually Josh ends the show and leaves, but he's going to help me finish this video.
Quite honestly, this tank right here, the divider should probably stay in and be for the 2 wolffish.
Ooh. We do have 2 wolffish now.
Put the vodka in the cube out there and hold it in.
Okay. There is this plant here now. Take this and
one's got to be going on the driftwood.
I would say right in the middle right here. Right next to that driftwood in the middle. Yes, right there. Forward more, not all the way to the back. Because that one, them leaves spread everywhere, so you don't want that all the way against the back wall. That's beautiful like that. But Eric, when we go down to the Mammoth Cave, I think we're taking Lavaca with us.
Okay. Move on to go. See where that wood is? And put that in the gravel right here. You cover that up. You want to put all these extra roots in the gravel beneath the wood.
Okay.
And put the wood back. You had it like
Yes,
that.
just like that.
Bam.
Now pet Lavaca. She's like, no one's petting me. Hi, baby.
Oh, I got one more plant.
In this far corner over here needs some. What do you guys think? That's looking better. Now, mind you, in a week that divider will be gone, and these plants will start growing in. If you can see over here, it don't even look like we removed any. So we can actually add more if we want. We don't want to do that. We want this tank, because it has a flow through, we want it eating as much nitrates as possible. So what we're going to do now is these plants will start growing and taking off. And then they will take over this tank as much as that did that tank. We took plants out of there and put them in here, and look at how well they're growing. They're doing amazing. So we're going to let these, a little thin like this, and let them grow. Now see this water level, we have the tube coming in from the overflow. It don't have a box on the inside. It broke from the top, so we're going to make a box with suction cups on the back and be able to set it up higher where the water has to flow over at this level, and then this water level will be up here.
Overflow's not broke, by the way. You just need a new
Well, the bolts broke, so I need a plastic bolt. But yeah, this looks good. I like this. Look at Sir Fahoxalot. You are so colorful. I think he likes his area. And Lavaca, look at you go. You got new digs. That's awesome. All right, guys, that's the end of our video. We finally got this made it look better. And, oh, and see these things on the back wall? They're some sort of growth. Someone called them something, but they look like sand dollars to me, and they're in fresh water. So I'm going to leave them on the walls. I ain't going to scrape them off.
Type of biofilm. It's like some might call it a fungus, but it's an actual living organism, and that's just from pretty much stagnant water and whatnot. There's really no movement in this tank. The puffers aren't very active, so these organisms are allowed to grow on the wall.
Okay, even though we have water coming in right there, you can see how much water is coming in non-stop, and it overflows out the other side. Okay.
But they are completely harmless.
And I like them. They look like sand dollars if you look up close.
Yeah.
Like saltwater sand dollars. So we're going to let them grow. They're neat. But anyways, guys, here is, I told you you'd see the finished tank. If I find more plants in other tanks, we're going to go ahead and bring them in here too to get it started. And then next week, Surfahoxalot's going back to Eric, and then we will have the divider out of there. And there's our tank. That looks a whole lot better than them castles, or the castles are already moved back. Them are just plastic bags. That looks a whole lot better than the castles, though, don't it? So let's let them start to grow, and you'll see in 2 weeks from now that it's going to take over and start growing. So we will end this video here, and hit that like button, hit that share button. Share these videos to all of your social media. It really helps us out. We're not growing. I don't understand why, but if you guys can share it, it would help us out. And as always, stay fishy, my friends.